Good morning students, welcome back to online class, Civics part lesson 4, India's foreign policy. Okay, India's foreign policy. Page number 269, you can take it, 269. So, in this lesson, what are the learning objectives are given? We can check it first. What are the learning objectives in the sense? The first one, so from this lesson, we can understand the basic principles of India's foreign policy. Basic principles of India's foreign policy. Okay. Second thing, so, we can understand about the significance of the non-alignment. Significance of the non-alignment. Yes. So, the next one, we can analyze the stages of our foreign policy. Yes, foreign policy. The next one, from this lesson, we can understand about the importance of the foreign policy. Okay, the last one, we can identify the difference between the domestic policy and foreign policy. Yes, domestic policy and foreign policy. So, these are the things and all we can understand from this lesson. Okay, so before entering into the lesson, we should know about that what is meant by foreign policy. Yes, what is meant by foreign policy in the sense, in your book some points are given. I am telling, that foreign policy in the sense how a government deals with the other countries in order to safeguard the interest of nations as well as the citizens. Okay, in order to protect the interest of people as well as the nations, the government is following some policies with other countries. That is called as foreign policy. That is called as foreign policy. The next, one more definition also I can tell, I think so. Foreign policy refers to how a government deals with other countries. Okay, so we can also call it as a foreign affairs policy. Foreign affairs policy. It includes such matters, defense we can tell about that, trade. Okay, the government chooses its foreign affairs policy to safeguard the interest of the nation as well as its citizen. So that is called as foreign policy. Okay, in your book what are the things are given? We can check it, children. Foreign policy can be defined as a country's policy. Yes, countries, each and every country's policy, like that they are telling. Okay, that is conceived, planned, designed and formulated. Yes, to safeguard and promote her national interest in her external affairs. Yes, so in the contact of relationship with the other countries, both bilaterally in the sense the relationship between two countries, multilaterally in the sense the relationship with the many countries. So that is called as foreign policy. Okay, the plan, that foreign policy can be, can be defined as a country's policy. This is a country's policy. It is protecting the people. It is protecting the interest of the people as well as the nation. Okay, so that's a thing. Okay, both bilaterally in the sense the relationship with the two countries, multilaterally in the sense the international relationship with the many countries. Okay, so it seeks to secure, okay, it is protecting the interest of the people. Yes, it is protecting the interest of the people as well as territory and economy of the particular country. Okay, so that's a thing. It is a direct, it in the sense foreign policy. Foreign policy is a direct reflection of countries' traditional values and overall national policies. Her aspirations. What is meant by aspirations in the sense? Ambition. Aspiration, what is the meaning? Ambition. As well as, and self-perception. Self-perception, what is the meaning in the sense? Opinion. Okay, so it is reflecting, foreign policy is reflecting the country's traditional values. It is, reflecting the culture, yes, cultural values as well as the national policies as well as the country's, aspirations in the sense, ambitions. Okay, and perception, self opinion. Okay, so these are the things, it is reflecting. okay, through the foreign policy. Okay, so nations have also been interdependent. We also like that, we are depending with our family members. Yes, we are depending with each other. Likewise, nations also have been interdependent. It's depending with some other countries, is it, for trade, in the matters of trade, commerce, business activities, is it, in the money matters. Yes, so interdependence has been incontrovertible. What does mean by incontrovertible? In the sense, unavoidable. Yes, that is, unavoidable. Yes, unavoidable in the sense, what is that? தவிர்க்க முடியாதது. Yes, that's a mean. Okay, interdependence has been an incontrovertible, controvertible in the sense, unavoidable fact of international relations. International relations. So the next, what is given in the sense, the main tools of foreign policy. What are the, this is the 2-mark answer, children. What are the main tools of the foreign policy? Yes, what are they in the sense? Treaties. Treaties. Yes, they were signed number of treaties to develop the relationship among themselves, is it? So that's a thing. Treaties and executive agreements. Okay, so 20 years agreements, 25 years agreements and all, they are making, is it? So that's a tool, one of the tool of the foreign policy. And appointing ambassadors. Okay, so all the countries' ambassadors, they used to stay in India. Likewise, India's ambassador also used to stay in other countries. Okay, ambassadors in the sense, தூதுவர்கள். Yes, that's a thing. Okay, the next one, foreign aid. Foreign aid in the sense help. Aid in the sense help. International trade and armed forces. Armed forces. So these are the main tools of foreign policy. Okay, what are the in the sense? Treaties and executive agreements. Appointing ambassadors. Yes, foreign help, international trade and armed forces. So these are the main tools of the foreign policy. Okay, foreign policy. The next, what is given in the sense, children, after the introduction para, one blue color box is there. In the blue color box, what are the things are there? I am going to explain. The Ministry of External Affairs of India, also known as Foreign Ministry. Yes, the Ministry of, sorry, one word answer. The Ministry of External Affairs of India, also known as Foreign Ministry. It comes under the government of India. It is responsible for the contact of foreign relations. Okay, contact of foreign relations of India. Contact of foreign relations of India. Yes, the Foreign Service Training Institute. It is situated in Delhi, in New Delhi. Which year it was established? In the sense 1986. So foreign service training, it provides the training for the officers of Indian foreign services, otherwise called as IFS. Okay, so for IFS members, Foreign Service Training Institute, it is giving the training. Okay, training program it is giving, as well as when it was established in the sense in the year 1986, where it is located in New Delhi. Okay, yes. So the next one, what is given, the Constitution of India. Yes, in the year 1950. Okay, the Constitution, everyone, you people came to know the Constitution of India came into force. Yes, on 26th January. Okay, 26th January to that 1950 only. So Article 51. Yes, Article 51, what are the things are given in the Constitution? Okay, so it lays down the directive principles. What is meant by directive principles? In the sense, through the Constitution. Otherwise, in the Constitution, under the heading of directive principles, that Constitution is giving the way. Yes, how to rule over the people, how to rule over the country. Yes, how to rule over the people. Everything is given in the directive principles. Okay, it's so what are the things are given in the sense, under that, the state shall endeavor. What is mean by endeavor? Endeavor in the sense, it is trying to say something. Okay, it is trying to say something. Okay, so to promote international peace and security. To promote international, what are the things are given under the heading of directive principles of India's foreign policy under the Article 51. Yes, that only I am telling. The promote international peace and security. Second thing, to maintain just. What is meant by just? In the sense, fair, nyayamana. Okay, so maintain just and honorable relations between the nations. Nations in the sense, between two nations, a bilateral contract. Okay, The next what is given in the sense foster respect. What is mean by foster respect? Encourage the development. Yes, encourage the development and respect for international law and respect for the international law and international organizations. Yes, organization, international organization, you know very well, UNO is there, is it? And international foster respect in the sense, foster in the sense, what is the meaning? Encourage the development and respect for the international law as well as international organization. The next what is given in the sense, the last point, encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration. What is meant by arbitration? Mediation. Yes, through the mediation we have to settle everything. Okay, settle the fights, otherwise conflicts, otherwise disputes. Likewise, it is given in the Constitution. What are the things are given in the Constitution? Once again we can recollect it to children under the Article 51. Yes, under the Article 51, what are the things are there in the sense? The first one, to promote international peace and security. Yes. So the second thing what is given in the sense, maintain just in the sense FAIR, fair. FAIR, fair. Okay, just in the sense, what is the meaning? Fair. And honorable relations between the nations in the sense between two nations. Okay, then foster respect. Foster, what is the meaning? Encourage the development and respect for the international law as well as the international organization. Okay, the next what is given, encourage the settlement of international disputes. How we have to solve the problem? Yes, by arbitration, through the mediation, by the peaceful talk we have to solve the problem. Like that it is given in the Constitution under the article number 51. Okay, then next what is given in the sense 4.1 under the heading of 4.1, page number 269. Yes, the 4 points are given, 5 points are given. So what are the things are there? What are the main objectives of the India's foreign policy? The first one, India national security. Yes, national security. Security, what is the meaning? Protection. Is it? Secure the people's rights. Security, that's the meaning. National security. Yes, that's the thing. Second one, national prosperity. What is meant by prosperity? In the sense wealth, we can tell. Otherwise we can tell about the success also, we can tell national prosperity, otherwise national success. The next what is given, what are the things are there in the sense under the objectives of the foreign policy? The increasing the number of friendly relations. Okay, we should have the friendly relations with other countries. That's the main aim of the foreign policy of India. Okay, the next what is given, that achieving world peace and enable every nation to peaceful coexist. Yes, peacefully. Yes, peacefully we have to talk about the problem with other countries. Yes, through that we have to achieve the world peace. Like that, that is the objectives of the one of the objective of the foreign policy of India. The last one, through the peaceful talk. Yes, through the peaceful talk, we have to achieve the economic development. Okay, economically we should be developed through the peaceful talk. Yes, not by arms, not by using the weapons. Okay, instead of that we should have the peaceful talk with other countries. So these are the objectives are there. Once again I am telling children, first one national security. Yes, national security. Second one, national prosperity. Prosperity, I told, wealth we can take, otherwise success also we can take. Okay, increasing the number of friendly relationship. We should have the friendly relationship with all the other countries. Yes, that is the one of the objective of foreign policy of India. Okay, the next what is given, fourth point, achieving world peace. We have to achieve the world peace, everything through by peaceful talk we have to achieve the world peace. That's the thing. The next one, through the through the peaceful talk, we have to achieve the economic development. Economically we should be sustained. Okay, so these are the objectives of our foreign policy. Okay, so these are the things are given children in your book, page number 269. Then page number 270, what are the things are there in the sense under the heading of 4.2. Yes, 4.2. This is the foreign policy is a Panchashil. Okay, Panchashil like that it is given. Panchashil, this word is derived from the Sanskrit word. Okay, it's derived from the Sanskrit word. Panch, everybody knows very well. Okay, Panch in the sense, 5. That's the meaning. Okay, children. Shil in the sense, what is the meaning? Virtues. Otherwise, principles. Okay, principles. Like that also we can take the meaning. Okay, Shil in the sense, virtues. Otherwise, principles. Panch in the sense, 5. Okay, so the Panchashil word, it's derived from which language? Is Sanskrit. Okay, from Sanskrit language, it was derived. Okay, so that's the thing. Then next, what is given? The 5 principles of peaceful coexistence, that is Panchashil. In between which country to which country and which country signed? India and China was signed. Okay, India and China, it was signed. Panchashil was signed in the year 1954. Yes, on 28th April 1954 only the Panchashil agreement was signed in between India and Pakistan. So Indian side, who was the leader in the sense, our first and first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru, yes, he was the leader. Yes, he was the he was the leader of that leader, as well as in China area, China side, who was the leader, premier, who in the sense, Chu In Lai. Okay, how to pronounce this word? Chu In Lai. Okay, so Indian side, who was the personality in the sense, Jawaharlal Nehru, and China side, who was the personality? Chu In Lai. Is this both personalities, they were met together, they were signed the Panchashil on 28th April 1954. Yes, it was so it this Panchashil stated that the two governments entered into an agreement based on the following principles. Actually, what was the matter in the sense, both countries, India as well as China, they had a problem over Tibet. Okay, regarding Tibet, they had a problem. That time only Nehru decided to sign the which treaty? Yes, Panchashil. Okay, so Panchashil principles are given in your book also. You can check it, children. Page number 270. Okay, so the both countries, they were agreed. Okay, agreed the 5 principles. What are the 5 principles? In the sense, mutual respect. So each and every country should respect the territorial integrity and sovereignty of others. That is the first point of Panchashil. Okay, so here it is given like that, children. Each country, the first point I am telling, each country should respect the territorial integrity and sovereignty of others. That's a thing. Second one, mutual non-aggression. Yes, no one should interfere in others' affairs. That's a thing. Otherwise, we can take here, we should not use any force. We should not take any force. We should not use any force. That is called as mutual non-aggression. Should not involve. Should not, invade other country. That's a thing. Third one, mutual non-interference. No one should interfere in others' affairs. Okay, no country should interfere in others' affairs. So that's a thing. Then fourth point, what is given? Equality and cooperation. Okay, so each and every country, should have the quality. Yes, what is the quality? What is the quality? Equality. Okay, all are equal, and cooperation for mutual benefit. Yes, all the countries should get the same provisions, so same territories. Okay, so likewise. Then that last one, peaceful coexistence. Peaceful coexistence. So these are the provisions of the Panchashil. 5 principles are there. That's what Panchashil. Okay, Panch in the sense, what is the meaning? Is 5. Shil in the sense, what is the meaning? Virtues. Otherwise, principles. Okay, so these are the things are there. Then next, what is given? These principles. Yes, these principles incorporated. What is mean by incorporated? What is mean by incorporated? Added. Yes, incorporated. What is the meaning, children? Added in the Bandung Declaration signed in the Afro-Asian Conference held in the year 1955. So 1954 only Panchashil signed in between 2 leaders. Okay, 2 countries, China and India. Okay, so that Bandung Declaration signed in the, it was incorporated, what is the meaning? Added in the Afro-Asian Conference held in the year 1955 in Indonesia. Okay, in Indonesia. Okay, children. Next, what is given under the heading of 4.3 basic determinants of a foreign policy? What are the factors determining a foreign policy? Number one, yes, the first one, yes, first one, what is given in the sense, geographical position and size of the territory. Geographical position and size of territory. The first one, geographical position and size of territory. The next one, nation's history. It is determining the foreign policy, traditions as well as the philosophical basis also fixing the foreign policy. Yes. The next one, natural resources of a country also fixing the foreign policy. Natural resources. Yes, natural resources also fixing the foreign policy of a particular country. The last one, the compulsion of economic development. Yes, compulsion. What is the meaning of compulsion in the sense? Importance. Compulsion, what is the meaning? Importance of economic development. So these are the factors, responsible for a foreign policy. Otherwise, these are the factors that determine the foreign policy. So that's a thing, children. The next, what is given in the sense, in your book, you can check it. Political stability. Political stability as well as structure of the government. This one also fixing the, otherwise determine the foreign policy of a country. Yes. Then the necessity of peace, disarmament. What is mean by disarmament? Reducing the weapons rate. Okay, reducing the weapons rate. So that's the thing. Then non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. Non-proliferation also same meaning only, reducing the nuclear weapons. Disarmament in the sense reducing the weapons rate. Non-proliferation of nuclear weapons in the sense that reducing the nuclear weapons. Then military strength. So international milieu in the sense environment. International environment. So these are the factors fixing, otherwise determining the foreign policy. Yes. The next, what is given under the heading of foreign policy in 1950s and 60s. 1950s and 60s. What are the things are there in the sense? What are the things are given in this para? When did we got independence? In the year 1947, we got independence. Is many years, nearly more than 350 years we are under the control of the British people. Yes, without any development, when we got independence, there was no development in the economic side, economic field. Okay, we suffered a lot. Okay, so that was the condition of India. So that time, who was the first prime minister? Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so Nehru. So that time, what he decided, whether he joined with America or whether he joined with Russia. Otherwise, what he did. So that things only is given under this para. Okay, children. Yes. So the period from independence in the sense 1947 onwards through 1950s, 60s constituted the most idealistic phase of India's foreign policy under the guidance of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. The new nation in the sense that the initial stage 1947 August 15 we got independence from the control of British, from the hands of British. So that time after the long period we are under the control of colonial struggle. Colonial struggle in the sense of British struggle found themselves in a very difficult situation, tough situation. Tough time that time for us. With respect to economic development, there was no development in the field of economy. So it was necessary, it was compulsory, compulsorily, otherwise necessary to align in the sense, what is the meaning? Join. Either United States of America or the Soviet Russia. Okay, so we must join with them. Because there was no development in the economy field. Okay, economy. Okay, so that's what we must join with the United States of America or Union Soviet Socialist Republic, otherwise Russia. Is it? So that time, what he did in the sense, he did not join with either, he did not join with both these blocks. Instead of that, okay, what policy he chose in the sense, he chose that non-alignment policy. Yes, non-alignment, what is the meaning in the sense? Not aligning with any block, not aligning, not joining with any other block, because these United States of America as well as the Union Soviet Socialist Republic, it's both countries, what they did in the sense, they were involved, okay, they were involved, otherwise their influence, they were extended their influence over the newly emerged nations of Africa as well as Asia. So this was rejected, this was against by India. So Nehru, what he did in the sense, he chose the path of non-alignment, that is not aligning with any bloc in the face of bipolar order of the Cold War, and tried to form a third bloc of the nations in the international affairs. So he, did not join with any other bloc, because what was the reason in the sense, our country, we have to develop ourselves in the field of economy, in the field of society, economy, politically, we should have the development. That's what, okay, the Nehru decided not to join any other blocs. Yes, so that's the thing. The next, what is given in the sense in your book, you can check it, children. Jawaharlal Nehru's quotation, it is given in your book. Broadly, non-alignment is, non-alignment means not tying yourself off with the military blocs. Okay, not tying, yes, tying yourself off with the military blocs. It means trying to view things as far as possible, not from the military point of view, though that has to come in sometimes, but independently. This is the thing, children, this is the thing, but independently, and trying to maintain friendly relationship with all the countries. Need not follow the military policy, need not take any arms against other countries. Instead of that, through peaceful talk, independently, we can, solve the problem, we can maintain friendly relationship with all the countries. That was the definition of Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so broadly, non-alignment means not tying yourself off with military blocs. Military blocs, what are they? Yes, one after the Second World War, the world was divided into two. Under the Soviet Russia, some countries were joined. Under the United States of America, some countries were joined. But India did not include, with any other, it did not join with any other blocs. That is the thing. Okay. Yes, the next, what is given, under the heading of 4.4, NAM. NAM, what is that? Non-alignment movement. Yes, which year it was established in the sense? In the year 1961. Yes, in the year 1961 it was established. The term, non-alignment, it was used, coined in the sense used. Okay, otherwise introduced. That likewise also we can tell, used, otherwise introduced by V. Krishnan Menon. Okay, Krishna Menon. So this person only first in the initial stage, he used this in the year 1953. Okay, when he gave the speech at the United Nations. United Nations in the sense UNO, United Nations organizations. When he gave the speech, this personality in the sense V. Krishna Menon, he used this word non-alignment. Okay, non-alignment, what is the meaning in the sense? They did not join, with other countries. Instead of that, they have friendly relationship with all the countries. That's the thing. Okay, non-alignment has been regarded as the most important feature of India's foreign policy. Okay, so what was the aim of the non-alignment in the sense? To maintain national independence in foreign affairs by not joining any military alliance. So the NAM, was formed with the membership of 120 countries are there, and 17 states, as the observers. Okay, as the observers, and 10 international organizations are there. Okay, so the 17 states were observed, 120 countries were members of the non-alignment movement. It has transformed from a political movement to an economical movement. Yes, NAM, it transferred India from a political movement to an economic movement. Economic movement. See children, NAM, NAM in the sense non-alignment movement. Non-alignment movement. The term non-alignment movement was first of all used by V. Krishna Menon. Krishna Menon, when he gave the speech at United Nations organizations in the year 1953. 1953. So, what was the aim of this in the sense? To maintain national independence in foreign affairs by not joining with any other military alliances. Okay, so many the military alliances in the sense NATO was there, CETO was there, CENTO was there, Baghdad Pact was there. So these are the military alliances, but India did not join with any other military alliances, as well as it did not join with USA as well as Soviet Russia. Okay, yes, so non-alignment movement was formed with the membership of 120 countries members. Okay, and 17 states are the observers. Okay, 17 states were observers, and 10 international organizations are there. Okay, 10 international organizations are there. Okay, children, yes, so it has transformed from a political movement to an economic movement. So that's very, very important. Political movement to economic movement. So these are the things are given. The next, what is given? Yes, so this personality, the next para, what are the things are given in the sense? The founding members, otherwise the founding fathers of NAM. Okay, the founding fathers of NAM. Who are they in the sense? Jawaharlal Nehru. He was the first Prime Minister of India. Yes, Nehru in 1947, like that it is given, children. Okay, so the first Prime Minister of India is that's Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, the next, what is given in the sense? This personality, Tito. Okay, Tito of Yugoslavia. Okay, Yugoslavia, this personality also one of the founding fathers of non-alignment movement. Yes, non-alignment movement. The next personality is this person, Nasser of Egypt, like that it's given. Okay, Nasser. Yes, Nasser of Egypt. This personality, 2 mark answer, children. Who are the founding fathers of NAM, otherwise non-alignment. Okay, Nasser of Egypt. Okay, the next personality, Sukarno. Okay, Sukarno of Indonesia. Okay, Sukarno of Indonesia. The next personality, Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, Kwame Nkrumah belongs to Ghana. Ghana, it's one of the country of, African country. Okay, Kwame Nkrumah. So these are the personalities. Okay, they were met together and then they were established which one? Non-alignment movement. Non-alignment movement. Yes. So, who are they in the sense? Jawaharlal Nehru, 2 mark answer, children. Listen carefully. Yes, Tito of Yugoslavia. Yes, Nasser of Egypt. Sukarno of Indonesia. And Kwame Nkrumah is of Ghana. Ghana, it's an African country. Yes, these are the things are given. Yes. So they are the founding members of the NAM, like that I told. Is it? So the next, what is given in the sense? India's foreign policy during the Cold War era. Cold War, what is the meaning in the sense? After the completion of the Second World War. Yes, after the completion of the Second World War, silent war was there in between USA and, Soviet Russia. Yes, in order to capture the countries, in order to capture the power. Yes, who is great, who is big power in that. That is a Cold War. Okay, yes. So Cold War time, during the time of the Cold War, India's foreign policy. Yes. So non-alignment roots did not prevent India. Yes, did not stop India from entering into an alliance, otherwise, treaties with the Soviet Union by Indo-Soviet Treaty. Yes, non-alignment, even though, they were followed the policy of non-alignment, but they had a, relationship with the Russia also. Okay, so that's what, the India, signed the treaty with the Soviet Russia is in the year 1971. Yes, nearly 20 years peace treaty. Yes, 20 years pact of peace, friendship and cooperation. Yes, then India embarked on a substantial program of military modernization. Yes, so that time it had a relationship with Russia, no. So that time, military modernization, yes, it had a plan, yes, it had a plan, it took many things in the field of military modernization. In the year 1974, India also conducted its first nuclear test at Bukhran under subterranean nuclear explosions project, because China, in the year 1964 itself, they were conducted the nuclear test at Lopnar. Yes, that's what India, 10 years after, India also conducted the first nuclear test at Bukhran under subterranean nuclear explosions. Now we can watch that video. India conducted the Bukhran test, no, that one. Okay, children. Yes, you can watch the video. After that, we can continue. Yes.
The bomb was detonated in the Army base, Pokhran Test Range in Thar Desert in Rajasthan on May 18, 1974, and hence is called Pokhran 1. The assigned code name of India's first nuclear bomb explosion was Smiling Buddha. Pokhran 1 was the first confirmed nuclear test by a nation outside the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council.
para, what are the things are given? Changing global conditions. Okay, global in the sense world. Global in the sense, what is the meaning? World. Changing global conditions determine or fix the foreign policy details. So India got her political freedom. Yes, after the completion of the Second World War, after the completion of the Second World War only, India got a freedom. Is it from the control of Britain? Is it? Yes, a disastrous Second World War, and India had to be redeemed from the acute. So India has to come out from the poverty, illiteracy, and chaos in the sense confusions in the socio and religious, socio as well as economic conditions. From that, so many confusions are there, lot of confusions, lot of problems are there. India has to came out from that. It has to come out from that. So that's what, yes, our new nation could not afford in the sense, join. Afford, what is the meaning? Join. It could not join to any military entanglements. Entanglements, what is the meaning? In the sense, any agreements. Okay, it did not join with any military agreements as well as the military alliances. Okay, avoidance of military blocs was then not an option but a necessity. It was a necessity. India must avoid that. Otherwise, economically it will be down. Okay, so that's what, Nehru decided. Yes, he did not join with any other military blocs. Okay, so that's a thing. But a necessity, non-alliance did not mean neutrality. What is mean by neutrality? Yes, neutrality in the sense, what is the meaning? Yes, that it did not join with any other blocks. It was neutral. Yes, nadu nilamai. Yes, that's a thing. The next, but it was it is given here, children. You can check it. The photo, you can check it. It was mean to de-escalation, but the freedom of nations to decide on issues independently. Yes, freedom of issues in the sense, what is the meaning? Problems independently, it can be solved the problem. So that's what non-alliance did not mean demilitarization of nations. Demilitarization of nations, it did not mean the demilitarization of nations. It was meant to ensure. Yes, it was meant to, it is given here, children. A non-alliance did not mean demilitarization of nations. it was meant to ensure de-escalation. Okay, de-escalation in the sense, what is the meaning? Avoid. It can avoid, make sure, ensure in the sense, make sure. De-escalation, what is the meaning? Yes, avoid the conflicts as well as the tension. Okay, so that time, that our leaders had the responsibility is they have to bring our country, friend, is it economically we are backward. So that's what, he did not choose the, no, he did not choose any military alliances. Okay, so he followed the policy of non-alliance. Yes, so de-escalation. What is the meaning? De-escalation, avoid of conflicts, tension, even whether discarding the non-alliance. India could enormously strengthen her defense system and could become a nuclear power. India was one of the India became a nuclear power. Faults are there in the foreign policy. So many faults are there. So many mistakes are there. Everything, India has been removed. Okay, India has been removed the faults and policy executions, that have been addressed time and again. But India's basic policy of non-alliance is still in force. Still, which policy we are following? Non-alliance. Okay, so many mistakes are there in our foreign policy, even though we are following the non-alliance. Okay, so that's a thing, children. The next, what is given, you can check the picture. The first nuclear test at Pokhran, it is in the year 1974. Yes, it was conducted in the year 1974. Okay, first nuclear. Regarding this only, you watched the video. Okay, it was conducted in the Rajasthan area. Okay, so the next, what is given? Yes, next, what is given in the sense, new developments. Okay, new developments in the year 1990s and the 20th century. What other things happened during the 1990s along with the fall of Soviet Union? Okay, along with the fall in the sense, விழுந்தது, that's the meaning. Fall of Soviet Union in the sense Russia. A new global economic, okay, new global economic order. So that was liberalization. Okay, liberalization, privatization, yes, and globalization. Liberalization, privatization and globalization emerged. So that with the support of the Western powers, with the support of the Western powers, the new policies, new economic policies in the year 1991, yes, it was introduced. Yes, with the help of the Western powers. So India entered into pacts with the pacts in the sense treaties with the global economic forum. Yes, what is the full form of GATE in the sense global economic forum, and entered into bilateral, trilateral. Yes, it had a contact with the 2 countries, 3 countries and more than 2 countries, multilateral agreements it has signed. Okay, yes, with other countries. Its nuclear experiments resulted in intimidatory reactions in the sense threatened. Okay, so many countries, Western countries, they were threatened. Yes, because of by checking that, otherwise by seeing that India's nuclear experiments. Okay, this shifts in India's policy. India's policy manifested in various ways, such as, better relations with China. It had a relationship from the 1992 onwards. It had a relationship with China. The Look East policy, the year 1992. Okay, so Western countries, they were threatened India by checking the India's nuclear experiments. So that time onwards, India shifts, its policy. Okay, so what are the policies are there? The second nuclear test also, it was conducted at Pokhran in the year 1998. Yes, first test, which year it was conducted? 1974 it was conducted. Yes, now second nuclear test also conducted in the year 1998. As during that Atal Bihari Vajpayee period. Okay, during the period of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, BJP leader. Okay, in Rajasthan. Okay, then third point, what is given, defense procurement relationship with Israel. Okay, defense procurement in the sense ராணுவ தளவாடங்களை வாங்குவது குறித்து, that is the meaning. Okay, defense procurement relationship with Israel. Okay, so energy diplomacy. Yes, energy diplomacy with Arab countries and Iran. Okay, energy in the sense from the Arab countries only we are getting the oil. Is it oil, crude oil, everything we are getting from them? Is it? So that's the thing. The next one, agreeing to US, United States of America nuclear missile defense program. Also, India agreed. The last point, what is given? India's vote against Iran at the International Atomic Energy Agency. So, India vote against, yes, Iran at the International Atomic Energy Agency, otherwise Energy Agency. Okay, so these are the points are given in your book, children. So this much enough today. Okay, who is our that foreign affairs minister? That, yes, if you, yes, who is she in the sense? Who is he in the sense? Subramaniam. Yes, Subramaniam Jai Shankar. Subramaniam Jai Shankar. Okay, so that personality is the present foreign minister of India. Okay, children. Yes. So today this much enough, children. We can mark the question answers. Okay. Yes. Question answers page you can take it, children. Question answers page you can take it. Choose the correct answer. Choose the correct page number. You can take it. Page number 275. Page number 275. Take it. The first one, which minister plays a vital role in molding foreign policy of our country? External Affairs Minister. External Affairs Minister. Okay. Then second one, Panjasheel. Yes, in the year 1954 it was signed like that. I said no. Yes, India and China. India and China. Yes. Then third question also I taught. Third question, which article of the Indian Constitution directs to adapt the foreign policy? Yes, which one? Which Article 51. Article 51. So, B option. Yes, Article 51. The next, fourth question. In the last year book, last year guide, those who are following, please check it carefully. Here wrongly it is given. None of these like that it is given in the guide. You can check it. Apartheid in the sense, you can change it. Please change it. Apartheid in the sense, a policy of racial discrimination. That is the answer. In the last year Surah guide it is given wrongly. Answer is given wrongly, children. You can change it. A policy of racial discrimination. Okay. Yes. Then that 1954. Yes. What is that in the sense? Yeah. What is that? The 5 principles of coexistence. That's the answer. The 5 principles of coexistence. That's the answer. Okay. Then next one, sixth one answer, colonialism. Okay. Then seventh one, which of the following countries is not the member of the NAM? Pakistan. Pakistan is not a member of the NAM. Then find the odd one. Which one? Diplomacy. Yes. Ninth one, non-alliance. Non-alliance in the sense, what is that? None of the above. Tenth one, non-military issues. All the above. Non-military issues, all the above. The next, fill in the blanks. Take it, children. Fill in the blanks. First question, Bukran. P-O-K-H-R-A-N. Bukran. Once again I am telling this answer. P-O-K-H-R-A-N. Bukran. The next one. Next one, inward. I-N-W-A-R-D. See, this answer is lengthy. That's what Here, after that development, you can start. Here, after the development, you have to start, children. After the development, here onwards, you can start. I-N-W-A-R-D. Inward. Investment. I-N VESTMENT, investment, comma, business, 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 and technology. Technology spelling TECHNOLOGY, technology. Okay, the next one, third one, diplomacy. Diplomacy, DIPLOMACY, diplomacy. That is the answer. Third one. Fourth one, non-alignment. Non-alignment, NONALIGNMENT, non-alignment, NON-ALIGNMENT. Fifth question, fifth answer, disarmament. Disarmament, DISARMAMENT, disarmament. This much only, children. DISARMAMENT. The next one, assertion answer. You know very well Panchasheel, which year? 1954. Is it? Panchasheel, 1954. China's nuclear test, last year guide, last year book, that option, order is wrong. Order, they were changed. Check it clearly. China's nuclear test, which year? 1964. Okay, 1964. The next one, 20 years treaty. Yes, 20 years treaty, which year? 1971. 1971. Yes, 1971. First nuclear test of India, 1974. So, which option is correct in the sense? Option B is the correct answer. Option B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that is the correct answer. Second one, C. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Third one, true or false? First one, true. Second one, false. Then third one, true. True, false, true. Then fourth one, C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Yes, fifth one, A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Okay, children. Yes. The next, sixth one, all the above. All the above is the correct answer. All the above. Match the following. Take it. Match the following. Match the following. The first one, Maldives. Maldives number 1. Maldives number 1. Second one, Myanmar. Second one, Myanmar is the second one. Myanmar is the second one. Third one, 1954. Fourth one, 1955. Fifth one, foreign policy. Okay. So this much only, children. The next 2 mark answer. What is foreign policy? What is foreign policy? The first page you can take it. First page in the sense page number 269. Introduction para, first line onwards. Introduction para, first line onwards. Then from that, or 8th line, 8th or 9th line, economy of the country. Economy of the country, 5-1. 5-1. Okay, children. Yes. So the next class, I will give the remaining answer. Okay, children. Thank you.